you in essence are challenging the standard model of lambda Koldark model for the origin of the universe, and you propose a different solution, conformal cyclic cosmology. How does that work? What are the fundamental differences between the two, and what kind of evidence do you believe supports conformal cyclic cosmology?
The Big Bang was not the beginning. But you have to take a view which isn't the usual view that people have in general relativity. It's not different. The view is a question of emphasis. But in some sense, the light cones or the null cones are more fundamental than the metric. This means that, if you like, the geometry determined by massless objects or photons, things which don't have any mass, is more basic than the geometry where you have distances and times. One tends to think of distances and times as the metrical structure, but think of that as a secondary notion. And it's quite a useful way of thinking about it, because the metric is a quantity which has 10 numbers to define it per point. So at every point of space-time, you have 4 dimensions of space-time, at every point you have 4 numbers, which tells you what the metric is. That's the usual Latin expression which says ds squared equals blah, 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 blah. And that's the metric. And it has 10 numbers to define. Now, 9 of those numbers define just where the light cone is. And when I say 9, I really mean the independent ratios of those 10 numbers. The independent ratios. I'm not interested in overall scaling. I'm just interested in the independent ratios of those 10 numbers, which are 9 independent ratios. That tells you the light cone or the null cone. It tells you how photons go. So in space-time, you have this cone thing, and you have a history of a photon. It goes along these cones. That's the way light behaves.